I'm the Magpie, and here I have XPSEQ, or Expression Sequencer, and yeah, both of which are it's my take on doing expression shenanigans, which I had kind of fun with, and I have made them both sort of based on older Magpie pedals design, like Expression Sequencer. I made quite a handful of sequencer-based pedals at this point, and yeah, it's kind of like weird, where it takes an input signal and then it turns that into an expression signal. But yeah, both of these are available right now on magpiestuff.com. Link is in the description, and I doubt that I'm gonna make many more. I think in as far as XPSEQ goes, I made it primarily actually not to work with it as an expression pedal, but rather for circuit bending. Just like I did last week when I'm posting this, I put a sequencer in a Casio VL1, and on a CAT keyboard like this one, instead of putting a sequencer on it, I put a jack here. So I'm gonna show you what that's all about, because you just plug in. That's why I made it, kinda. But it just turns out that it works just as well as an expression pedal, so to speak. But of course, they're only sort of as powerful as whatever you have to plug them into. And for me, I have a circuit bent Miku, I have Lost, then I have a circuit bent old BitQuest pedal. Both of these have two expression outputs based on whatever you plug in. And yeah, of course, also has a true bypass situation, so that you can plug it into whatever it is you're expressing. So you can put it sort of wherever you want in your signal chain, and then take the expression and pull that back to something entirely different that you want to control. I believe you can do some really creative stuff that I have started exploring, where I have a completely different instrument, like a drum machine or something, that is then being the expression signal for something like the BitQuest or something like that, which is running in a guitar into that. So you can create some really creative setups. The controls are, of course, really ridiculously straightforward. You have an on-off switch, and then you have one knob that sets kind of the spectrum of how much it will express based on your input. So you can see we have an RGB LED over there, and it goes all the way to super bright. Cool, okay. So you get the idea, right? You plug in your signal, and as soon as it gets signal, it will go max, because I'm maxing it out now, and then it will just drop down, which is really cool with something as a delay, actually. Hence why I made an entire pedal based on that called Weird. But let's move on to XPSEQ instead. So this one, we simply only just plug out the expression, so no input signal needed. And the controls, what am I doing, are also very straightforward. So I've taken the sequencer that I have made together with my friend Analog Weapon and put in a bunch of other things where, we have steps. Very nice. It will walk between them. We have speed, but we also have tap tempo. And if you hold that button down, you go into manual mode, where you then step manually, or you can plug in an external CV clock source. So let's get started with just one step. and then move up to 2 steps and go really fast. Now we have a really wild vibrato of sorts. Kind of automatically creating beats. But yeah, if you wanna have it like set up with 2 different type of tones, for example, or more, of course. Ooh. But you get what I mean, what I was trying to show, that you can like step between. So if we go down to 2, then, oh, wow. And then, oh, but I want to go back to that. And now I want to go here again. So, very straightforward, very simple, both of them, on purpose, very much, because why not? I figure that's what I want, that's what I need for my stuff, so that's what you can have as well. But let me show you just really quickly the reason to why I made XPSEC to begin with. So this is an old friend, Circuit Band Music Cat keyboard. So what will happen if I take XPSEC or and plug it in here is that it will simply use... Oh, okay. Okay, that's something I can do. Nice. And then if I also sync XPSEC to like a drum machine or something like that, we can really have some groovy grooves going. So let me do that real quick, because I figured that it's more fun to have fun and play around. Anyways, I just really wanted to show you that these 2 exist, and if you like them, then I like you. No, I like you anyways, even if you hate them. Okay, let me show this. Actually, like, this deserves its very own video, because this is so cool in my opinion. But yeah, if we start a drum machine and we have a clock source going in there, so you can see it moving. And then what is so glorious when doing something like this with a circuit band thing is that we can take all of the like built-in songs and just play those. And all of a sudden we have, I don't know, a brand new genre of sorts. Which is just really cool. So that was a tiny little sneak preview of how that can go. Because it's really, really cool. Like, these knobs, all they do, they just set the pitch for its entirety. But since they're moving to the next one, in a beat with something else, it just becomes really cool, in my opinion. But yeah, XPSEC and 2 gimmicky, fun expression tools that I made. thank you for watching this little video. And I think we're gonna just, you know, explore this for a while now. You can look forward to that.